Hey, Choppers. Welcome back to another episode of Behind the Mask. I'm here with Rob Van Tuinen, who represents a gaming club called the USS Balthasar that is located in the Central Valley of California, mostly. It's a nonprofit organization, gaming club, and Rob, why don't you go ahead and tell the viewers at home a little bit more about the USS Balthasar?
Yeah, so we're a Star Trek fan club, and we do board gaming for fun. But we're also a nonprofit. We raise money to support underprivileged youth involvement in the arts. So our biggest venture is probably actually that's funny now that we have the board game extravaganza. But our big project originally was a charity cosplay calendar. So it's just a calendar we put together, and it's a $10 donation. But that was our early project. Now we do board game extravaganza, which is not DungeonCon. It's much smaller.
Like DungeonCon, only on a smaller scale. But there hasn't really been too many big cons in the Central Valley. Like right now, we're at DungeonCon, which is in the Bay Area. But there were some ones before, and they started getting big for some reason. The organizers just let them go. They collapsed, whatever. So it's good to see another gaming convention starting up in the Central Valley of California, and doing it for profits or nonprofit for the well-being of underprivileged children. That's a great thing for charity for people to donate to. So what kind of games? I know you said it's a Star Trek. Or started off as Star Trek, but then you guys do a bunch of other stuff.
It's still a Star Trek fan club. We do have our gaming arm, which probably we do more with our gaming side than we do with the Star Trek fan club. But yeah, we cover both Star Trek and board gaming.
Okay, and I know I saw recently on Facebook that you had booked a couple weekends at Black Rowan Games to do game day, gaming nights. I think all the way till February of next year or something. So it was like every Saturday or every Sunday or something like that.
I kind of told Christine that's what we wanted to do. Yeah. So the first and third Saturdays of every month, we're just doing basically an open game day. It's not just the USS Balthasar crew. It's if anybody wants to come join us. 12 to 4 p.m. at Black Rowan Games. We're just playing games out of the library or any that people bring. At this point, I don't typically bring my own games just because I don't have a way to carry them. All these nice bags that I can't afford here.
We just had Michael Dunsmore in here that works with Bring Your Creative, and he had a bag from BoardGameTables.com, and it's like this one. I was like, man, that looks like he's like out of all the bags I have. This is the nicest one. I like it. And he puts it right on his back, and he's just walking around with all these games. It's like I need to get me one of those. So, yeah. So this game day at Black Rowan Games, which by the way is in Tracy, California. We'll put a link to their website and Facebook page in the description below. Are you asking for donations for people to come, or is it just come and sit and play?
So it's mainly just come and play. Mm-hmm. If people want to donate, it is $5 to use the games library at Black Rowan. So we take donations for that. Obviously, we take donations for the calendar, or if you just want to support underprivileged youth involvement in the arts. It's all a tax write-off, assuming you keep track of it. I wish I did, but I usually just spend money and then forget. But if you remember to do it, it's a great tax write-off.
And so you mentioned the board game extravaganza con that you had, and it was in the fall last year. I was planning on going, but unfortunately stuff that happened in our life and we couldn't, but I wish I could have been there. What is the next one you have lined up that people should be, or next functions at all that people should be looking forward to other than the Saturdays?
So we're going to do board game extravaganza again. The problem is right now our hands are tied as we try to feel out when we want to do it. The city of Modesto will not let us book Modesto Center Plaza more than 6 months out.
Okay.
So because of that, we kind of have to play it by ear, figure out if we're going to do the same thing again. We have to wait till 6 months from November to be able to put in
requests.
Because we're getting it at a lower rate as a nonprofit.
Yeah.
So I kind of understand, but it also puts us in a bind because I can't officially announce.
Yeah.
I wish I could, because I like the date, but there's also a Bakersfield convention. I think there was something going on in Sacramento. So like,
like Sac Anime, and you got like Stockton Con, you got all the
I want to avoid like being on the same weekend, not because I don't think we're a draw, but because I like going to those cons too.
Yeah,
so
exactly. Definitely.
I want to find a date that works, but there's a good chance that it will be in the fall, winter time frame, somewhere in there.
Okay, awesome. And whenever you find out and then I find out, information will be linked in the description below. Or wherever you can find that information out, or I'll just probably type it up there. I'll be like, oh, there.
Yeah.
Awesome. Sounds like a great time. Sounds like a great organization. You guys do a lot, and it's awesome to see that happening in the Central Valley. So thank you, Rob, for joining me on Behind the Mask, and we'll see you guys next time. And as always, happy gaming.